How you doing? This is Ujval from GNA, and I'm basically going to be reading some of my book today. I wasn't actually going to start that right away. It kind of started on its own. But, so we'll go with some Srimad Bhagavatam first because we have to ask the universe, what do they think, right? And then you give your, and I give my interpretation, right? It's also the universe. It's also living entities and Srimad Bhagavatam. So third canto, part 4. And we're just going to go until we stop there. Here we go. This is a good one. Janu Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janudvayam Jalaja Lochanaya Janaya Lakshmaya Kilasya Shura Vanditaya Vidhatu Urvar Nidhaya Kara Palava Rochisha Rayat Samlalitam Hriddi Vibhor Abhavasya Kuryat. The yogi should fix in his heart the activities of Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, who is worshipped by all demigods and is the mother of the Supreme Person, Brahma. She can always be found massaging the legs and thighs of the Transcendental Lord, very carefully serving him in this way. So, as you see, it wasn't just Vishnu alone who made Brahma. It was also Lakshmi. She helped out. And it's not an alone process. Vishnu is, having the Shakti and the love of his wife, Lakshmi. So this is Lakshmi. I brought this up before, recently, that people don't know what to do with money. They think money is to manipulate everything, but then they see it just brings them fakeness and it brings them sorrow later. When the fakeness goes away, then they're so upset. They think, oh, not only did I lose that, but that was fake. Why? Right? So, the idea is you have to give Lakshmi to Narayan, to Vishnu, to the service of Vishnu. You have to give Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, the money here, right? So money has a value. People are trading, right? They say it started with something shiny like gold. So they used to have gold coins, silver coins. So people actually traded in value. There was some value in it. Now they have paper. But paper can buy gold, it can buy other things. So they say, okay, so we're going to use this. We have a $100 bill, we got da-da-da. Now we're doing something. So this is what you guys could be doing in your life. You could be using Lakshmi to serve Vishnu and therefore get what you want. Don't you want something in this world? Right? Yeah, I'm getting hit by machines here. I know people want me, they want my body, they want my looks, they want my energies. So, but they don't, I told them, I said, listen, this world, nobody is born here with that because of you, because you would disturb the universe trying to manipulate with the energy and disturb destiny. They've already disturbed destiny so much in this world just without any real energies. So they have to realize what is limiting them is them, and stop trying to be somebody you're not. The most you can do is that person can speak as it's spoken here. The consciousness can enter you and influence you. That's the most that can happen in this world. Okay? You can't become somebody else. Just because you steal their money in their life doesn't mean you're them. That face will only last so long, they say, right? So, Brahma is appointed Lord of the universe because his father is Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, is automatically his mother. Lakshmi ji is worshipped by all demigods as well, as by the inhabitants of other planets. Human beings are also eager to receive favor from the goddess of fortune. Lakshmi is always engaged in massaging the legs and thighs of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayan, who is lying on the ocean of Garba within the universe. So even the body of Vishnu, this is what I was telling them too, the universe, they think everything is like this, everything's like that. So right now we're using bad elements because they're mixed in with so much sin, so much offenses. They're mixing in to all the energy that we have here. But that is not what is needed. We need to bring in the energy that is pure, that listens to the scriptures and says, here, speak about God's holy names so you can have the energy. That's all you have to do. You don't have to wake people up. You don't have to tie up their bowels or do whatever crazy thing you think you could do, and then that makes you go, oh God. No, you're not. You're still frog. Minute potency. You can't do anything. Listen, I'm supposedly God, right? I can't do anything in this body that is so, whoa, right away demand. No. Things have to work in succession, and they have to have proportion to the circumstance, time, and place. And if you want to change the place, you have to do it as a collective. You can't pretend that it's going to change just because you want it. Or you're going to manipulate it with a machine. It doesn't work that way. Okay? You can copy paper. You can copy certain things. They have, machines now. They can copy so many things, but that's about it. You're not going to copy spiritual energy, because spiritual energy is something that you can't even contain. You can't even contain light. What to speak of the harness of light? The negative energy, what I've been speaking about, geo-negative axis. Let's go to geo-negative axis. Let's see what I have to say. Because after all, I told them I have a mission. My mission is to give knowledge, is to help the universe understand things for future generations. But they're so like, oh my God, it's us right now. We need him. We need a piece of his pinky. We need this and that. Some of his. They're just crazy. They don't know what they need. They need to just sit down and hear and chant, and then eat some Krishna prasadam that's offered to God, and then they'll learn vegetarian food, all that. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, Shri Geo-Negative. Boom. Oh, we did that one already. God, that's such a topic, huh? The atmosphere harnessing. Look, just as I said. The atmosphere harnessing. You see that? Harnessing. Another GNA miracle. You see that? The atmosphere harnessing. Magic. Not fake like on TV. The atmosphere harnessing is providing encasement of housing energy, and it works from the smallest and closest to the soul. Being it is described to be 1/10,000th the size of the tip of a hair. The atom, when it is activated within the soul, this is what I was telling you about. The soul is so small, you can't control the soul. You can't hold it. It's a GNA miracle. We did it. We did it again. It's another one. They wanted one, another mirror, another sign. Here it is, your sign. Right? The atom, when it is activated with a soul, is a whole other thing. GNA is the within the atom nucleus, but it also could be separate as a soul as we are. It is different type of giving impulse which has independence. The atom or super soul, which is in all, has to be aside the soul in order to give out life, which becomes the substrate that flourishes in this environment. The smaller or closer to dense pure light a thing is, the more it is, or the more potential it has. As with humans, as a sperm, we grow in more of the greatest exponentiality, is size ever in our life and existence. This is the law of the world, as it is on the geo-negative axis. I've also said this. If you want a piece of me, seminal fluid is the most exponentiality. I've just said this recently. There is nothing more me. It's me million of times. Alright? Just as in water is collected from earth and then again is emitted in rain clouds, so does all energy have a similar context. Earth is not the origin of water contextually, so it is working both ways, forming in uniform. So in and out, even the major substrate light and air. We see it starts from the sky of Earth mixing with light and atmosphere and temperature, making rain occur. So, water is collected from the Earth, is what it's saying. So all energy have a similar context. Earth is not working, is not the origin of water contextually. So it is working both ways, forming and uniform, in and out. So basically, everything has its place. We can't say out is in is out. We have to say what is what and give it its proper, presence, what it is exactly. And stop trying to placate everything. If you placate everything, then everything is going to be bogus and fake. So the light energy is there, right? We can try to get the light energy if we get serious about it. That's page 144. Right? And as I was saying, the exponentiality is there, and is in the seminal fluid of existence. This is the law of the Lord of the world, and it is on the geo-negative axis. The geo-negative axis is the harness. This is what I was starting saying. The harness is a harness in everything. Even in water, there's a harness. So, I was trying to make a machine to actually manipulate water so that less of the harness is there, and it's more light and full of light, right? Water. Like water that gives you like light, atomic light, but the providers in California they fell through. They didn't they're saving their money for their grave. Yeah. So basically, we're dealing with the harness factor. Everything has a harness. Even the atom is harnessed by God. Once they separate the harness and multiply energy, they can make a blast. Splitting the atom. Now, here we are. The universal beings, we're part of the universe, right? And we have to do what is right. And we have to make sure that we're doing things according to the universe. Not trying to manipulate. Then we'll get everything. We'll get our freedom, our happiness, and our ability to live in peace amongst one another and please the gods. What more can you ask for? Nothing more. Therefore, do what is right and be good. And try to help me out if you can. Donations are accepted. Trade is working. I'll give you something more than you have.